Insulin resistance is not a life sentence. It's a signal, and most people miss that signal because it doesn't show up as diabetes overnight. It shows up quietly: fatigue after meals, constant cravings, weight gain that feels unfair, brain fog, skin changes, and energy crashes. Today, I'll explain what insulin resistance actually means, why it happens, and most importantly, how to fix insulin resistance naturally without gimmicks, fear tactics, or extreme diets. Before we talk about insulin resistance, let's talk about insulin. Insulin is a hormone produced in your pancreas by the islets of Langerhans, and it regulates the amount of glucose in the blood. Simply put, your body uses insulin to manage energy. Every time you eat, insulin helps move sugar from your bloodstream into your cells so it can be used as fuel. Think of insulin as a delivery signal. When everything works well, your cells receive the signal, take in the fuel, and your blood sugar stays stable. Insulin resistance happens when your cells start ignoring that signal, not because insulin disappears, but because it is being sent too often for too long. So your pancreas responds by sending louder and louder signals. That means more insulin in your bloodstream. Simply put, insulin resistance means your body is still producing insulin, but your cells are no longer responding to it efficiently. Over time, insulin levels stay high, blood sugar struggles to get into cells, and your body starts storing those sugars instead of utilizing them. That's when energy drops, cravings rise, and fat storage increases. This is why insulin resistance is less about sugar alone and more about how your body handles energy. And yes, this often comes years before type 2 diabetes. That's why understanding it early is a strategic advantage. Symptoms people ignore. Most people think insulin resistance has no symptoms. That's false. Common signs include feeling sleepy or sluggish after eating, strong sugar or carb cravings, weight gain around the abdomen, difficulty losing weight despite dieting, dark patches of skin around the neck or armpits, skin tags, brain fog, inconsistent energy, and frequent hunger even after meals. These symptoms are a biological feedback in your body telling you it's overwhelmed. The real causes of insulin resistance. Let's move past the oversimplified, just eat less sugar, advice. The real causes of insulin resistance include constant insulin stimulation from frequent eating, highly processed carbohydrates that spike blood sugar rapidly, chronic stress which raises cortisol and blocks insulin signaling, poor sleep which directly worsens insulin sensitivity, inactivity especially lack of muscle use, and lastly diets low in protein and fiber, but high in refined foods. Here's the unpopular truth: insulin resistance is often a lifestyle mismatch, not a lack of discipline. Your body evolved for movement, recovery, and metabolic flexibility, and sadly, modern habits remove all three. Can you reverse insulin resistance? Yes. In many cases, insulin resistance is reversible. Not overnight, not with detox teas, but with consistent signals that tell your cells to respond again. Think in terms of reducing insulin demand and improving insulin sensitivity. That's the strategy. How to fix insulin resistance naturally. Insulin resistance can be reversed naturally with these practices. First, rethink your diet without extremes. An insulin resistance diet is not about starving yourself. Focus on protein at every meal, fiber from vegetables, legumes, and whole foods, healthy fats that slow glucose absorption, and fewer refined carbs, not zero carbs. Meals that stabilize blood sugar reduce insulin spike automatically. Consistency beats perfection here. Second, build muscle to absorb glucose. Muscle is metabolically expensive. That's a good thing. When you use your muscles, they pull glucose out of the bloodstream without needing much insulin. That is why strength training is one of the most effective insulin resistance treatments available, and it's free. Third, eat with intention, not constantly. Frequent snacking keeps insulin elevated all day. Spacing meals gives insulin levels time to come down, which improves sensitivity over time. This isn't about extreme fasting, it's about metabolic breathing room. Fourth, sleep and stress are not optional. Poor sleep can make a healthy person temporarily insulin resistant. Chronic stress does the same. Poor sleep and chronic stress elevates stress hormones like adrenaline and cortisol, which in turn trigger the liver to release more glucose and reduce sensitivity to insulin. You cannot out-diet bad sleep or unmanaged stress. Fixing these are essential in reversing insulin resistance. Managing insulin resistance means thinking long-term. You are not chasing a number. You're restoring communication between hormones and cells. When insulin works properly, energy stabilizes, cravings decreases, weight regulation improves, and inflammation lowers. This is about alignment, not restrictions. Insulin resistance doesn't mean your body is broken. It means your body needs help from you to fix hormone cell disruption. If this video helped clarify insulin resistance, share it with someone who's clueless on how to manage and reverse insulin resistance naturally. Want to understand your mind and body better? Subscribe to Neurokind and turn on notifications so you never miss insights that help you think better, feel better, and live healthier.